includes like proper rest and like not overworking. Like you don't want people like driving equipment, you don't want people welding, you want people doing any sort of heavy equipment that are working over 40 hours a week. You don't want people working overtime and like doing dangerous fucking jobs.
Well,
Safety, like the preservation of the life of the people involved probably is the number one thing for the job.
Right, safety should be the most important
That's such
thing
a weird
at any job, especially
he's just like
dangerous job.
But he loves it. He's just like, oh, think about these country people, and they're just like born with a litter of 7 of them, and the boys go to war and they get all strong and shit, and some of them come out with their arms blown off, and then the number one comes back and he goes and he works the mines and he makes all that money for him. You know, it's just beautiful to me the way that other people give their lives so I can be on this television.
He's living a fantasy.
He loves it.
He has
It's Cormac McCarthy shit. It's just like, you know, toxic masculinity. Like if you really just like go hard. I mean, it is. I mean, if you give your life for it, like it's just like it is like a crazy fucking ride. I guess you're right. I mean, if you think about it, some people are going to give up their lives to do so that we can get more fucking fracking material out of the ground and send it overseas to burn up more atmosphere. Yeah,
Safety should be the number one priority, no matter what. You shouldn't be trying. Like nobody should die doing something dangerous that their job sort of.
I mean, some of it is dangerous.
Yes, but nobody should like disregard safety.
No.
Like a plumber shouldn't disregard safety. It's a fucking dangerous job.
And here's the thing, you know what the top trade is. The top trade in I think 27 of the states in the country. Truck driver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
having a commercial driver's license, being a truck driver, you're out there. Literally everybody else, Mike Rowe, that motherfucker's on the road. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is on the road with the trucks. If you don't respect safety, you know, you might be the one you know, well, some guy's been driving for 16 hours and he hits you because you don't respect him.
Mike Rowe's the guy that's like, remember back in the day when they could just get a little bump, man, and they could get the job done?
And get some yellow jackets and drive all night.
Yeah, it's like, no, I mean, I don't mind if they have to take breaks.
Well, he thinks the person that takes a break should be overtaken by the person willing to drive 20
exactly.
hours.
There's somebody that has the will to win, right? That will overpower.
Yeah, and that's
what he gets a hard on at night.
He loves it. Here we go.
This is garbage.
Really deep. When you say safety first, you're assuming. No, this is one of the many unarticulated assumptions that govern our society, and no one ever examines them in the light of day, and you just did. So when you say safety, explain that a little bit more. When you say safety first, you're assuming that someone out there cares more about your well-being than you do.
God, I want
to see, but this is like, I know this is like
dirty jobs. My crew and
I sat through over 100 mandatory
safety briefings.
Advocating for yourself.
Through the first
I
couple
do care
of
about
seasons,
myself, and I'm not going to do this job for this amount of money. I'm not going to push myself to the brink. I'm not going to do damage to myself and work 70 hours a week. I'm not going to work 6 and 7 hours. It's like I am standing up for myself. He doesn't want people standing up for themselves. He calls that crying. He calls that whining. He thinks that's people that are entitled.
Yep.
That's the problem with our whole generation is that we started saying like this is too much work for way little money.
And it sucks. Yeah.
It's not worth it.
I don't want to be happy for it. I'm not thanking you
I'm not grateful that I'm sharing a place with 5 of my buddies, you know, and I just graduated from fucking college. You guys said that like you needed me to do stuff on the computer for you. And so I learned how to do that. And now you're paying me $26,000 a year. Like what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Let's
They were very effective because we listened like this. We were very concerned. We were in a dangerous, hostile, unknown environment. But over time, the big safety first placards and the mandatory boxes that you have to check and the lockout tagout procedures, these things start to sound like the teacher in Charlie Brown, right? It's wah, 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 wah. And you stop listening. So the unintended consequence of telling you that nothing is more important than your safety is the very dynamic that leads people to walk across Fifth Avenue when the little man says walk, instead of looking both ways.
Exactly.
I'm with you, bro, but like the cops will get you.
You know what he said? He said, lockout, tagout. Have you heard of this?
No.
If you work in a factory, lockout, tagout means you have, let's say you have a big drum, essentially a big kettle where you can heat it, and it's got an impeller in it. It's got a giant fucking moving propeller in it. And it's like this steam-powered or air-powered motor, because everything has to be explosion-proof. If somebody's working on it, they literally put a lock. It's like a padlock. It's called a lockout, tag out, so you put a tag on it. So if somebody wants to operate that piece of machinery, they have to go find you. You put literally your tag on it. You say, Brian locked this because Brian is working on the big choppy propeller. Mike Rowe is saying, that's bullshit. People should get their hands chopped off occasionally because it makes the factory more efficient. Right. That's what lockout, tagout means, in case people don't know.
Yeah. That is crazy. Yeah, and that lockout, tagout is a good procedure.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
This is like enlightened conversation,
that the most dangerous intersections in the world are intersections that have signs that tell you when to walk. So
I'm with him, bro. I'm an anarchist in the way I'm like, fuck all traffic lights, get rid of stop signs. People don't want to hit each other. They will not hit each other. They'll figure it out just like they do in other places.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
I fuck with Mike Rowe with this. I have to say I fuck with Mike Rowe with this.
So are there safety briefings on your new show? You've got one of the biggest digital shows that's ever been.
Ooh,
how much safety is in that show?
Well, safety, like I said, is always present in everything I've done. Dirty job, somebody's got to do it. Returning the favor. I mean, we always focus on going home in one piece. But part of doing that in my world is to say safety third.
I'm not a
now,
safe guy.
that's controversial.
You know?
That makes people go, what are you talking about? What's more important than safety? And now suddenly you're having a conversation about something that will ultimately redound to personal responsibility. Safety third is just a way of cutting through the warm milk and the soft tissue that makes everybody comfortable. When I say everybody, I mean actuarial accountants, I mean HR, I mean insurance adjusters.
That are just like, isn't it
You've done it. How many times you got on a plane, you know, and been told by the pilot that the most important thing.
So cool.
It is. That is the thing. It's like you see the finished, what it does, how it spits you out on the other side when you're like 50 or 60.
Well, and
you don't have anything.
Well, and this is on Fox News, which is a station that celebrates that like America is becoming the #1 exporter of crude oil and like all of that shit because of fracking. And they're like they think it's fantastic that we're getting like this D-level gasoline that we're sending overseas or whatever, and that. And these people love it, and everyone that's doing the fracking is not going to make it past 60 fucking years old. Like, they're inhaling shit that's going to dry them out from the inside, that's going to give them fucking lumps on the inside of their body, that's going to take it literally sucking the breath out of them.
Yeah, and Mike Rowe does it.
He loves it. He's just like, can you...
Well, you know what it is?
Can't believe it. I sang opera one time. I gave my best performance as an opera singer, you know, like on a fucking stage that was powered by coal.
Yeah.
Because somebody gave them goddamn life. Papaw.
I think that what they want is they want to have people, and it's just a matter of class. They want to take the lower class and say, you want some of this? Yeah. You want some of the good life? You have to be prepared to give your body for it. They literally want a fucking pound of flesh. And like you said, maybe it's a pound of spinal tissue. Maybe it's degenerative discs. Maybe it's, you know, black lung. Maybe it's mesothelioma. Maybe it's butter lung, right?
And you shouldn't, and you should never complain about the hours you're working or the money you're making.
Right. Yeah.
That is his thing. It's the
tie through with the, like, all of the questions for the interview. And this is just like, you have, like, how much are you willing to give? You have to, like, once you're willing to break through and give everything of yourself, like then you'll find your place in the system, and you'll get nothing for it.
You've gained Mike Rowe and Tucker Carlson's fucking respect, but that doesn't buy you anything at all. You know?
Like you come home at night, you've been inhaling fucking corn dust all night long, and you're like, God damn, man, that sexy motherfucker, with the shirt all unbuttoned and everything, I think he's kind of into me.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of liking to me.
That's all you
get. He gets it. Guys like me, we just want to kill ourselves as long as we aren't sharing the fruits of our labor. God damn, I would hate for everybody to get a piece of this. I just want one guy like Mike Rowe to get everything. Just as long as I know there's a guy like Mike Rowe and Tucker out there just winning like crazy.
Just telling people how great I am.
So inspirational. I do it for them. Really, that's why I want to power all this for them.
All right,
stupid.
We did a long show for the last show. Drew was here, and it was very fun.
That's honest, though. It's honest, right? What they're doing.
No. Well,
it's honest in a way.
Mike Rowe, It's more honest. I can't figure I asked this when I did citations needed, too. I truly don't know if he believes in what he's saying or if he gets marching orders from somebody, because I kind of feel like
he follows metrics.
Yeah, well, he
knows what gets popped.
He gets money from the Koch brothers, actual gets money from them. So for me, it's like, is he a libertarian or is he a guy that fucking likes money and keeps getting it to do his things because he works with like libertarian-minded organizations?
Yeah.
And that is why wouldn't your fucking manager at your plant want to have Mike Rowe come in and give a talk?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what would be the reason not to?
Who he was advocating for.
Yeah. And he's probably making huge money to go to, like, different plant managers, different, like, big plumbing conglomerates or big welding, or I'm trying to think, iron working. He's probably getting paid money to go to these businesses and talk on behalf of the people that are doing the actual fucking work. And I really think I think in his heart of hearts, he believes that he's speaking up for those people, but the things, I don't know if he truly believes that what he's saying, because he gets so much money for it.
He's so right on the ball, though. Like, I think that for me, like, the Democratic reporting seems so fakey, and they're trying to win Republicans over, and they don't have any sort of, the thing with the Democrats, when you talk about all these jackasses that you tried to get us to guess tonight, like, none of them have any sort of ideology, but these people on this news station that is the biggest news in the country are so plainly, like, talking about the world, I think, in a way that is the most honest. Like, they are talking about the people that get sent up, and that, it's interesting because safety first is something for folks with, like, that are here have immigrated here, that don't have, like, legal status, that are doing a lot of that. Those are the people that are working in, like, the meat industry and the produce industry, and are signed up for, like, we don't worry about safety attitude, we just want money. And this is also the same network that, like, demonizes those people. Like, they play it both ways, but at the same time, they're always selling this spirit and attitude of, you are not worthy, you're not one of the chosen one. It's like a class system, you're the person that just does whatever you can, and hopefully you don't die in, like, a vat of toxic pig shit. You know?
Yeah.
Hopefully you're not the one that unfortunately falls into a water treatment plant and you get, you die. Hopefully you're not one of those people, but you should be grateful that you have a chance. Just don't expect to be safe about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we just have the resource. I also think,
and these are pro-life people. These are also people that think that every fucking little gummy bear, that a piece of sperm turns into, is, like, precious.
Yeah.
These are pro-life people.
Well, yeah. And I think that, like, I think that they're just doing it they're doing these are cynical people.
Cynical, selling people less and less.
And
at least you're alive. I mean, you're probably gonna. You're not like one of us, unfortunately, but thankfully you'll get to work in service.
Because they're also
telling for people that need stuff.
Before we go, we gotta wrap it up because we're at 2 hours. But they are also the first ones to get mad when we say, well, if we redistributed the wealth and resources, we would have enough so that these people would be fairly compensated and not be struggling. And hell, maybe most of these trades you need a person because it takes a person to do them. But maybe some of the automated stuff can just, like, these people don't have to damage their bodies. I think if you redistributed the wealth and resources, there was plenty. But the people like Mike Rowe, Tucker Carlson, like really wealthy people, they want to hold on to that. They want that money. They want to keep their hands on that. And if we started talking about redistributing money, the people that pay Tucker Carlson and Mike Rowe, the people that pay Tucker Carlson and Mike Rowe, those people, we're taking their shit, and they don't get to decide how it's doled out anymore.
Yeah,
and that's the kind of thing that's the message I want to have. I want to be the absolute anti-Mike Rowe. Safety first.
Absolutely.
100% of the time. Yeah. Never not safety first.
That includes, like, enough time between shifts so that you can get sleep. Like, none of this clopening bullshit ever again in the history of work.
Maybe a 4-day work week.
I don't, Mike Rowe tells you this idea. It's impressive. Some people, work till 3 a.m. and then wake up at 6 and show there at 7, and they never complain a bit, Yeah. And it's like they're deranged, and they've done permanent damage to their brain at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Well, thanks for listening to Street Fight Radio. If you want to support what we do, you can do that at Patreon. We also are taking pre-orders on a shirt. The Guys and Gals and Non-Binary Pals t-shirt is happening until July 1st. That's Monday, I believe. You can pre-order the shirt, store.streetfightradio.com. The options for the shirt, you can either pay $0 plus shipping and handling, that's the as seen on TV prices, but $0 plus shipping and handling, $14 or $28. That's the full price. The shirts are union made, union printed. The artist is getting paid per piece. We're giving money to an LGBTQ youth center here. It's like thorough. Like, I went all the way to make sure that this thing was a good purchase and a great place to spend your money. So store.streetfightradio.com. Unfortunately, in this like bullshit ass society, you can't just walk around with your titties hanging out. You can't just not have a shirt on. People expect you to have a shirt on. So if you got to cover up, do it with one of our shirts. Go to store.streetfightradio.com and take care of that. We will be back. When are we going to be back?
Let me be corny here for a second. Me and Brad have been doing this for a very long time, and we've never taken a week off. And we're taking 3 off. We're going to be back July 17th. That show is a Wednesday. That is our first show back. Again, we've pre-recorded a lot of stuff. Thank you for making it possible for us to be able to do something like this. Like, at the beginning of the year, I was really burning out, and I felt like I was like really, I don't know, kind of like not, kind of burning the candle at both ends. And I feel like I'm always on mic, and I kind of was getting depressed and stuff and getting down about this. And I planned this vacation in I think December, and it immediately made me feel better, like I had something to work toward, because I just felt like I was kind of in this never-ending, I'm always working.
All the time.
And it's all the time.
As soon as you wake up. You wake up at the fucking office. And, I mean, you do too. You live at your office.
I do.
You make toast, and then the 90 seconds that it takes for the bread to toast, you are replying to a tweet and sending an email.
Right. Yeah. And I'm so glad that, like, I've been so proud of our listeners, especially recently, with fundraising things and things like that. And I feel so great.
Can I interject that? Did you know about this? Somebody wrote into the show, and I'm going to say this isn't a scam you can pull on me. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. But somebody wrote into the show, and they said that they had sold the controllers for their Switch, but not the console, because they knew they would not be able to buy it back.
Yeah.
And I had mentioned that I was going to send them a controller. I sent them my own controller, but I wanted to send them a care package.
Yeah.
And I put the Venmo out there. And we had $1,000 in donations come in today.
No shit.
Yeah. So we're gonna pay that fucking guy's rent now. So
that is fantastic. You know, you guys have accumulated, like, seriously the best and the coolest audience of anybody I've ever known, online or offline. Just the folks who are out there listening to this, and especially that are supporting you, are like some of the fucking coolest, most down to earth people. So you really do have something awesome.
It's interesting.
I'm proud of it. I see other shows mobilize their listeners to do stuff like get angry at people and yell at them online. And I'm really glad that our group of people mobilizes themselves to help each other. And, I mean, we're going to come back, and I'll just say it before we go. Us and the Sams and the Trillbillies are going to go on tour like 2 weeks after we get back. We're going to be down in the South. We're going to fucking go up. We're going to be with another show at the end of August, early in Chicago.
Yeah, let's announce it, dude.
Detroit.
We got the dates. So July 28th, Washington, D.C., we're going to be there. We're going to do 2 shows, I believe. We're going to be in Raleigh on July 30th. We're going to be in Nashville on the 1st. Is it the 1st or the 31st?
Don't know yet.
We're going to be in Nashville the 1st or the 31st, and then we're planning on doing 2 shows in Atlanta, Georgia on August 3rd and August 4th. That's going to be the Trillbillies and District Sentinel. I just rented a giant van. It was so much money, but it has an Xbox 360 in it.
Okay.
So we get to play video games.
Means TV's going to be with us.
Yeah, Nick and Naomi are coming.
Nice.
So this is a big tour, and this is really important to us, so please come out. And,
Yeah.
And, like, I just want to say, like, I never thought I'd do anything like this, and I feel like a lot of gratitude for the listeners and the people that pay for this. And I'm like, thank you. And I will see you in 3 weeks. A fresh, unburnt out guy. And I feel I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
I love you all. And I'll still be on Twitter the whole fucking time.
Yeah, we're going to send a bunch of information out about it. But, yeah, keep checking store.streetfightradio.com. That will have the tickets. Otherwise, the social media will be updated. We're just not going to record the show. But you'll still get it if you subscribe to the podcast. We recorded a bunch of extra shows. Thanks for being here. I'm Brett. He's Brian. That's Drew. We'll see you in a few weeks. We'll see you on Friday at our live show, which is pretty much sold out. But we'll be at ComFest too, so get a hold of us, and we'll see you in a few weeks. We're Street Fight. Peace.